Hey guys, my name is Booshae and I'm with Summer and Ray.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey, Booshae, it's nice to have you here today.
What's up?
What's up? So you came all the way from what, Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, so T-Town, little UA.
That's where you live?
Yeah, Nick Saban and all them, man. They're kind of funny out there.
Okay.
Well, it's glad to have you in Dothan today. So I know that you're from Dothan, right?
I've been here for a minute. Yeah, I've
Been here for a minute, not from here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then in that case, tell us a little bit about where you are from and about your childhood and upbringing.
So where am I from? I'm from Florida, y'all. Tallahassee, Florida to be exact. I've been there for like probably until like 17, and then my mom decided to come down here and then to Dothan, Alabama. I honestly don't.
2017?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when y'all kind of seen me, or JP most likely. That's when. So yeah.
So you moved from Tallahassee. So you were you born in Tallahassee?
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Sorry.
I was. And then you came up here in 2017.
Yeah.
And so then what happened?
What happened? My mom moved up here because I think she just moved up there because like she kind of wanted to get a new fresh of air, and I was kind of dragged into it. So I was like living in Florida, and I wanted to like I wanted to stay kind of to prove to my dad like to go to like the high school that he graduated from. But when I heard, oh nah, like you gotta come with me, I was like, you know what? All right, because I was kind of tired of Tallahassee. I kind of, yeah. Just
what happened in Tallahassee?
Just a lot of like judgment and just a lot of trauma. I can say
From your
that.
parents or from like other
From
people?
schools?
Just everywhere. Period. Like I was mentally exhausted everywhere. I kind of felt like a ghost there, and just like I just got it. There was a pattern that just kept happening. I was like, when there was opportunity to leave, I was like, you know what, this is for the better good. So yeah.
So you moved up to Dothan, and so what grade did you start going to school in when you moved up here?
They were confused because whether to put me in 9th and 10th because of where my credits were. So I kind of started like I was between. So like there were some classes I had with 11th grade or 10th graders, and I had some classes with 9th graders. So like, it was kind of a good thing though, because you know, the school I went to was kind of ruthless. I ain't gonna lie. D-High, yeah. But shout out to them though. D-High is lit.
Did this start getting like better for you? You said like not feeling as much as the feelings you were feeling in Tallahassee?
Yeah, in the beginning it was kind of lonely.
So you were just here with your mom?
Yeah, I was here with my mom. No, I was here with my mom, my brother, and my sister.
Okay, and your dad was still in Tallahassee?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the reason why I moved from there is just there's a lot to cover. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know what to say about that.
I understand. Was there any like significant event in your childhood that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, I could share about a little bit about my story. I was like an abused child. I think that was really more of kind of how my story is. And I was kind of like a lone child because I'm like the middle child out of like the 5. So how do I begin with this? You know, I begin with elementary. I think elementary was interesting because I came from the projects, and living in the projects, we're like, when you're in the projects, y'all, it's not bad. You don't know it's bad.
Yeah.
You're just kind of living, and then we moved. We moved because it was like a big you know how the hood is. The hood is, anything can really happen, and like we had to move, so I kind of got a different perspective.
You've seen some other things you've never seen before?
I mean, yeah, when I moved, yeah, like kind of life kind of got more kinder. It was really just ruthless. It was just kind of like, okay, ruthless, whatever. I'm not gonna really like bug about it, you know, tough titty, thug it out, you know. But I moved where I used to live in Home Street, and I moved around the north side, south side. It's really east side, and just went straight north. And that's when I kind of noticed the abuse.
And you're saying in Dothan or Tallahassee?
Tallahassee. This all happened in Tallahassee.
Okay.
Yeah, this is why I don't really. A lot of people ask me like, when are you coming back? I'm like, bro, you don't understand. I don't like that place.
Just
Like
a trauma place.
Like I have hate and love relationship, but I've been here in Dothan for a while, so like going over there is kind of new. It's just like, oh yeah, a lot has changed.
So if you don't mind me asking, was it coming like the abuse coming more from like the parents' side?
Yeah, it was coming from the parents. Definitely my mom.
Okay.
So that's why I have a weird relationships with mom. I have like a couple of them, which I love them dearly. But,
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, from my mom, it was more. I don't even know. She was doing drugs. Like that's what it was. Drugs. She was kind of ill and like.
You're just in the midst of it.
Yeah, I was in the midst of it. But it started getting worse and worse and worse, to the point where like, I think 5th grade was the key point of like, where I was fed up. It was 4th grade, and I was like meeting as like probably a 7-year-old. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I think people, I call them like, they call it DCF people. I don't know, people that comes to school that ask you how it was. Like she was beating me to the point where it was like purple, and like I think people came through and talked to me and my brother, and it was like I had enough. For a child, I was like, I had enough, and they'd be like, don't tell. Like the way she was beating us, bro, it was just like, I'm through. I'm not. I don't want to keep doing this.
Right.
So
even as a kid, you knew.
Yeah.
You didn't want
Yeah, I had a conscience. My conscience was like up. I don't even know why. Like I had a conscience like maybe like I didn't remember stuff like 5.
When you start going through like traumatic things, your conscience starts to like you just become like very aware of like the most of everything.
Yeah, but I was always a positive child. Like anything negative you throw at me, I'm not gonna really like. I'm not gonna really I'm gonna try to make it positive. I'm gonna try to see
Try to be optimistic.
Yeah, but I always had anger issues though. Like, I tried, but like.
I mean, probably because people gave you anger and you were taking all that in and you were holding a lot in. I mean, that makes sense, How, you don't mind me asking, how does it make you feel to like talk about this stuff?
It's just a little.
Just something out there.
It's kind of like hearing it out loud again. I probably talked about this a lot with others, and it's kind of like painful, but it's like it's just old scars. I'm kind of like where I'm at now. I'm definitely better. Like I'm like I don't even know. Like I'm proud of my own damn self where
That's
I'm
great.
from. So
should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I think other than abuse stopped around like sixth grade. That's 6th grade. So like when like DCF got involved, it was like they had to shut that all off. But instead of like physical abuse, it got more mental
and emotional.
Yeah, so like now I'm starting to hear more like my dad. I just that's why I'm kind of like a loner with my family. Like my dad wasn't there. Nobody was really there for me. So like if I had bad grades, they didn't really care. And I was kind of like, I would say taking care of myself, but like I was really just kind of taking care of myself. I was just kind of like, I did my own thing. I knew when to come in.
Yeah.
And just.
So like people was there, but you're kind of just on your own.
Yeah, but that, when they say words don't hurt you, it kind of does. I ain't gonna lie, just a little bit. Just hearing like
words definitely hurt.
Yeah, hearing my dad was like, you ain't gonna be nothing or whatever not, or it wasn't really you ain't gonna be nothing. It's because I had bad grades. It was like just a bad kid, and
it takes a toll on people.
Yeah, he was an alcoholic, so you hear that,
Yeah.
You just hear that from alcohol. They just gonna speak what they gonna speak on.
Yeah, not much you can do about that. So your your mom, she struggled with like substance abuse, and your father struggled with like alcoholism.
Yeah.
So do you think that how do you think that sets you up, like going into not just like just a teenager or like adulthood? Like, did you struggle with any of that, or how did that really affect you?
So I'm a visual learner, so like if I see something that's not right, I'm not gonna.
That's really good.
Like I'm not like them. Okay. Let me say this. I was a kid who wanted to try new things, but I knew from right and wrong. So like I know I don't want to be. I try to control like my substance and whatnot. So
Mm-hmm.
like weed and alcohol, and like I do those only in special occasions, only because of them, because I don't want to turn out like any of them.
Yeah.
So.
You're saying you only do it on special occasions because of what you've seen.
Like weed. I'm not a big fan of weed. They're like, weed, but drinking, I like drinking with friends. I don't drink alone.
I think a social drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like you'll never see me drink by myself. Like just that. That's how it starts, kind of ish. But like if you're gonna reward yourself, yeah, that'd be good. But I don't really drink by myself.
I mean, that's like really impressive though that you were able.
I'm not disappointed in my mom. I actually recently, there was a time when I got in foster care, and I had to it's been like years since I talked to her, and I found out she was homeless and whatnot. And she was like low key dying.
What was she on?
Huh?
What was she on?
I don't know what she was on. She lived a life of like kind of not really working and hustling, and then just she kind of burned bridges with like everybody, like all of us, even family. She kind of started burning bridges, and she got by herself.
I meant like drug wise.
Drug wise, I don't really know because I'm a kid.
You don't know, yeah.
All I know though, she be smoking. Like we kind of just with her, so it's like, yeah, you know.
How old were you when you got into foster care?
I was actually in foster care like in high school. So like when I was at D High, so I was at D High, and then the second year when I came to D High, and then like around March, no, it was like November-ish, like all that happened, and just sad. It's just a sad story.
So you probably taken like a large toll on you. Like, was it affecting like your grades or your creativity, or was it just something that was like a black cloud over you that you constantly think about?
I don't know. I think with my mom, it just was more of like the only thing I really hate about with my mom issue is trusting my mom and then getting hurt back. And me, like, you're supposed to love your mom always, even no matter what. But like, it was always, I would get hurt. And that's what's more painful, because everybody, just, I don't know.
Did you ever set any boundaries for her? Like, how she contact you or anything, or?
Like I said, now, like, probably, I don't know if I was born, but like when I haven't seen her in like years, I heard she was homeless, and she was like in the hospital. All my hate for her kind of just went out the window, and I kind of made my my amends. So
you're able to forgive her.
Yeah, so it was an interesting night. My sister set up this it was like an abandoned place and whatnot, and me, I was thinking about like, oh man, I'm gonna see my mom. What I'm gonna say? Like, I was so angry. I wanted to, like, you ain't nothing, whatever. But from my life and what kind of like taught me in a way, is hate's never gonna win. So I kind of stepped a little bit in her perspective. Like, her life, she was like an only child, so she didn't really have family. She kind of just she has family, but she kind of didn't have really like someone to really lean on. I mean, yeah, you can lean on your mom and dad, but like if I didn't have anybody, I know I have like my sisters and brothers, and that's what definitely happened. But and just knowing she was ill and whatnot, and so the day where she was homeless, it was nighttime, I just stood there and just listened to her. I didn't really argue with her. I just kind of listened, understood, got her meal. Just, it definitely was like a relieving process though. Like, cause oh man, I hated her. I can genuinely say that I hated my mom, but now it's just.
So do you think you being able to forgive her, like, release those up like that?
Oh yeah.
Kind of made you feel better, just like walking around.
Yeah. Yeah, because it wasn't whenever I was walking around. It just whenever anybody talked, like anybody, what's your mom doing? That junk.
Or like if you saw like a stable relationship with the kid and mom, did that bother you? And were you jealous?
Nah, because over time in my life, I've been house to house a lot. So like I was never like stable in one place. I was always here, family, blah blah. So I was like, I kind of had to create my own little. Like, I was just alone, basically. So, like, hearing that, yeah, your mom got you something, I'm like, cool, just, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just thinking about my own.
I mean, that's just really amazing. Like, because, like, I know a lot of people, I wish I had that. So, if you were really able to sit there and just focus on what you do have and not compare yourself to other people, like, no, that's amazing.
Talking about y'all, man. Y'all know, man. Boy, I used to go to high school, had capris on, boy. Ooh, but I made it work though. I was like, I'm still gonna look fresh with these boy, it was one day, boy, my mom bought some shoes. I don't even know, boy. Gosh, but I couldn't hate her. I couldn't hate her for that. She did her, and I just had to do me. So, yeah. But I forgive her though.
Sounds like you've grown like a lot from all that.
You've had to do a lot of self work, haven't you?
Yeah, man. When I went to foster care, like when I went to foster care, they taught me so much. They taught me one, they were really working. This foster care is awesome. Like I embrace kids. If y'all don't mind, you can look it up. One of the best foster care places. Somehow God dropped me into. I could have went to like Pathway. I could have been anywhere, but. Dropped me there. They taught me like self-control within my anger. They gave me different opportunities. Like there was some stuff like I wasn't getting from my mom. Like I got like presents and stuff like that. Definitely far out though. I wish I could like walk to a friend, but they taught me a lot. I even had a look back moment. One of those like I had a moment where like I was causing problems and I had an opportunity to go back to my hometown, which was like amazing. Mm-hmm. Everybody in foster care wanted to like go back to the hometown and go back to their family.
Did you take that?
Nah, I had like a little. I call it my second family. They're white. They awesome. I love them. Treadwells. They loved me so much, and they was gonna make it work out, but. The foster care gave out like free college, and I know that was one thing in my mind, and I was like, now I just start doing pros and cons lists, like what's gonna be the better output. And when I found out when I had more stuff on the pro side of staying, I cried because I had to tell this woman who was fighting for me to try to like stay with her. I'm like, hey, I think this is the best option for me. And she respect my decision, but man, I'd be wondering what if, because I was kind of set up over there. I was like set up, went to the high school where my dad's gonna graduate, which was gonna make him proud. I was getting they had like a computer, not a computer class. It was like a
computer science.
Not a computer science. It was a video production class, which that was kind of like my field. Like that's kind of what I did. But I kind of turned it down for the greater good.
Do you think that was the right decision?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had like a moment where I just like everything I said I wanted, knowing I was struggling. I started to get it. I was just starting to get it. Like I got braces, didn't have to pay for them. They paid for them. Blah blah. Just little things I wanted. I wanted a car. I mean, I bought that my own stuff, but like everything I asked in the long run, it just happened, and not me. I'm like, when I noticed like I got it, I'm starting to get the things I want. I'm like, thank you, Lord. Just like, cause I've been praying for that like elementary, like middle, like just it's definitely a good choice overall.
That's good. You think God's been watching over you like this whole time? You have a good relationship with Him?
Yeah, kind of is. Yeah, like I can't say a good relationship, but when my life was, I used to be a church kid, and then I kind of life gives you another turn, and then I kind of put my own reality of how I feel about God, and so now it's more of like a friendly conversation than just kind of like straight giving my whole. I feel like I can't give my whole self right now, but I do want to. I do, but
What do you think is holding you back?
my mental. I'm not 100%. I want to, like, I have things I gotta do before I want to give it, because I want to give it all. Like, I want to be able to, like, hey, like, just come up to people and just really help them, like, really teach them. But there's some stuff where I'm like,
You don't like you're in the position yet, like you're
yeah,
not
I'm not worthy to try to like recruit people to the Lord. I mean, I feel like sharing my story, like I always had it in mind. I always had God in mind, and now finally finally just Him answering my praise. It's like, hey, God has a way. God has a way if you keep it on God though.
I do want to say, like, I definitely, this is my personal opinion, I definitely think that you could give your all to Him without having, like before you go out and recruit people, because I totally hear you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be that person that can give good advice to people, like, just when anybody comes in like our job, you know, I'm trying to, like, you know, like, have a good mental, even if they're being rude to me, I want to be nice, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't able to succeed in that until I did give my all into whatever it is, you know, that you believe in.
just surrendering to a higher power, pretty much.
To surrender, like, my problems and everything, to let Him control that, because I couldn't help. You can't help anybody else until you help yourself.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's true. You're trying to drag yourself down, man, it's a lot.
I hear where you're coming from, for sure.
Man, yeah, kind of miss him. But I do be praying. Like, I pray the chance I get.
He appreciates that.
Yeah. when I'm thinking, like, my goal, like the way my life is, how I'm kind of like flipped it. I'm trying to grind. That's my whole thing. That's like me just grinding and really trying to get where I want to be. And so when I get there, like, that's when I think I can devote my time. I think I'm just too busy in the headspace. But I can say, like, there's patterns I noticed about my life. It's always a recovery of good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, and then it's always in the long run, it's like good. So I always seen a pattern with that. So it's kind of like,
it's great.
Where do you want to be at? You said
in, like, the future.
Where do I want to be at? I'm 22 right now. 25, y'all. Where I want to be at? I want to be financially stable. I want to, like, after college, y'all, I want to leave Alabama. I want to leave here, but I want to leave people, and I want to not leave people. I want to leave Alabama because I've been here for a while, and I want to just see the world, and just kind of, whenever I get settled in a new state or whatever, not, I kind of want to bring people too, like, have a house full of, like, I mean, there could be some, like, people, everybody don't have to create content or whatever, but I want to give people the chance. I want to give people different perspectives of life, because I know people who just stayed in hometown and they're like, hey man, whatever not. I'm like, bro, and they're just like, I'm like, bro, you need different perspective. You need like, but yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, I get that, because some people are stuck in, like, the same house. They go out and see the same street, and, like, yeah, they might go to like Montgomery or something, but some people, like, have not been further than that.
Yeah.
They've always seen the same people, but when you go to, like, different states and different cities, you get to meet new people, see different places, and it gives you more creativity, different perspective.
Yeah, because if you didn't, leave your hometown from Tallahassee, like that's all you might have known, like, and when you were down there, I know you were young, but did you already know, like, kind of have an idea of what you wanted to do, like the creativity or the YouTube, or did that happen when you got out?
So with YouTube, y'all, the reasons why I did YouTube, it was more of a joke, but like I said, I was a lone person, so like this right here was like, if I didn't have anybody to hang out with, this was my second friend, so I was making dumb little videos and stuff, and just kind of, like, I was making flip, what's it was on a flip phone, it was like a Alcatel, cringe moments. But yeah, I did that kind of like, I just knew I wanted to create videos, and I was with a friend, I knew I wanted to kind of do something with technology. So my major is computer science and film. I'm doing minor film and computer science is like the main thing, just to challenge myself. I know I can do something easy, but I'm not. I'm in it to win it. I want to learn new stuff. So yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what's up, for real. Things I don't want to do. Something that's easy, I know I can do more.
You gotta know your worth and potential.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What would be your advice to like another kid that's in foster care that might have been through some of the same things that you did as a child, like abuse, or they got thrown into the system?
Yeah.
What would be like your best advice to?
You had a really good outlook on things. You really was optimistic in those times. I know a lot of people are not. They don't come out of those things well.
Yeah. My advice to any foster kid getting thrown in, one, always protect yourself off the back. That's because I got in. I ain't gonna lie. I got in with the Lord. I don't know. Everybody is different. But stay positive. Stay positive and seek for new opportunity. Because there's a lot of things that I probably got because of foster care. And I know it's bad. It's like a foster care is kind of like a bad taste in a way. It's like, oh damn, foster care. But
it was really an opportunity for you.
There's opportunities for it, like with being in foster care. So just seek out opportunities, the opportunities you deserve, basically, and stay positive. That positivity will come a long way.
Yeah.
So.
I would also put in like the first step, what it was for you, the first step was, saying something and accepting the fact that you didn't want to stay in where you were at. And so when the opportunity came to get things better, like you had to speak up for yourself. You couldn't just let things continue on.
Yeah.
Like no one deserves, to be in the mental abuse, like physical, any of it. Like if it ain't, I don't care how close to family members, I don't care where you at. Like if you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. And you were so young. So like,
yeah, shout out to my sister. I did that for myself, but there was a whole different little gist there. And she told me like, speak up, and I was like, all right, because love my sister.
That's awesome.
And I would not change a single thing. But future wise, I really want to help people. I really do. I want to help people who just don't get it really, and they just programmed that way. I just want them to see I don't want to say the reality of it, but
just like maybe have a different perspective.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I just want to help people. I want to make a big impact in my future. I just don't know what I would do right now. I'm not in space to make a big impact, but that's my plan for the future. Make a big impact.
Hey, just have the desire is the first step.
Yep.
So yes.
I definitely think if people don't go through adversity, like in any part of your life, like when you get to where you want to be, this is what I like to tell myself, you'd rather be prepared and never get the opportunity than get the opportunity and not be prepared. Because if you don't go through adversity and things like that, and you get to that place, you're gonna crack. Like, I'm sorry, like you're not gonna be able to, stay strong under the pressure because it'll get tough. So going through the things that we all have been through, like it really did, it helped us in the long run. Some of it's really like bad things, you know what I'm saying? But it did make us stronger.
Now look at us. Now look at us.
And I was gonna say, I feel like the people who have I wouldn't say the biggest purposes, but that play the biggest, they got a big role. I feel like they have to go through the toughest things to be
sometimes.
prepared.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you for coming here and being in our interview.
Thank y'all for having me.